Let me move on a bit to Senator Melanie Roberts Rajman. Good name, Senator. Let me just say first and foremost, if you're talking about efficient use of taxpayers' money, and you mentioned Scarborough Hospital, how beautiful it is, say thank you, UNC, thank you, Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar, because it was Kamla Persad-Bissessar and her government that finally finished that Scarborough Hospital where material was just disappearing to build apartments. And if Gate is good, Senator Roberts, then say thank you, Bastio Pandey, because it started with dollar for dollar. Before that, only rich people could go to university. And if you say that the Sea Bridge, the PNM finally fixed the Sea Bridge through procurement from ministers, whether it was purchasing a slow ferry called the Galleon's Passage for a port yet to be built in Grandi, Toko Sangre Grandi, to go to Tobago, that slow boat to China called the Galleon's Passage, $120 million wasted by a PNM cabinet committee, or whether it is prime ministerial and ministerial procurement of vessels from Ostal and Incat. You must remember that the Sea Bridge collapsed and Tobago was cut off from the rest of the world in 2017 because of decisions taken by the PNM to remove the Canadian company that was maintaining the Express and Spirit purchased by Patrick Mervyn, Augustus Manning, that were functioning beautifully, to replace it with a PNM contractor of a member of the board of the Port Authority, Magellan. Then these two vessels started to break down and Tobagonians had to put their goods on a barge. When the bananas green fig went on from Trinidad, by the time the barge reached, it ripe planting. If you recall that, then you would understand the torture that Tobagonians went through under PNM. Because I am half a Tobagonian. If you do not know, I just say it proudly. You said, Senator, that this appropriation, supplemental appropriation bill, shows no love for Tobago, none whatsoever. Well, I must say I agree with you. This appropriation really shows no love, no respect, no thought for Tobago. I see Senator Dan Paul laughing because he knows exactly where I'm going. Because this appropriation is the appropriation of the PNM. Anyone who understands governance understands that when an election is called in the mid of the budgetary process on April 28 with 35 days of campaigning, these numbers, these figures were all prepared by the previous government, the PNM government. So if Tobago is disrespected, that is true because this appropriation is PNM, and that's why Tobago rejected PNM in the THA, rejected them in the constituency, and will continue to reject them